Battlefield 1 released in 2016. At the time of recording this video, that's over 10 years, and I've never played the campaign. Yet. Now, the two things I know about World War I is there were a lot of war crimes, and America had to come and save the day. But let's go ahead and see if Battlefield 1's campaign still holds up today. So the game starts off pretty much with a death montage. You play different characters as you go through, I assume, the same battle. I'm not too sure. And I definitely keep dying, which is all too familiar to me.
We came from all over the world. So many of us thinking this war would be our rite of passage, our great adventure. Let me tell you, it was no adventure.
As you can see, I'm not the most accurate, but hey, it's not me, it's these guys.
New killing machines, like the tank, changed the shape of the war overnight. Luckily, they were mostly on our side. Mostly.
As soon as he says we're gonna make it, you can already tell we're definitely not gonna make it. Now this is where the game starts to get pretty interesting. Now you can start seeing these war crimes going on as I shoot an unarmed man. My bad. Didn't shoot that guy though. I felt bad about it and didn't realize that the guy right in front of me was the enemy. So now we play a few more people. Just showing you, I guess, the brutality of World War I. I guess that's what they're going for. Or just how many different people are gonna sit here and get killed. Wow, look at that horrible aim. It's a good thing that it's that guy's fault and not mine.
They push. We push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that the light breaks through the clouds. It's in a world beyond the world.
I love that part. I mean, it's pretty epic. It does show that we're all still human. Now, I do like this whole war story menu option where they open up this whole world map and you can kind of pick and choose which characters you want to witness their story through. I think that's pretty interesting. I kind of wish they would have done it in more games, but then again, I say that, I haven't even done my research. They might have done this in other Battlefield campaigns. Now, I ended up going with the, forgive my horrible pronunciation, Avanti Savaio. Anyways, I ended up going with number 3, mostly because it was shorter and it seemed pretty cool. Now we open up with him going back through the story. His daughter, for some reason, sounding like a American Valley girl from the 2010s, even though he's full on Italian, and this should only be maybe 30 years later. It's all right. We'll keep moving on. Anyways, he starts telling her, I guess, this whole story, and we're just going to go ahead and play through it. From what he was saying, he's almost a volunteer, and his brother's also in the military with him. And we're just kind of protecting our, I don't know if he ever says little brother or big brother, but we're just protecting our brother. This is my first encounter with these flamethrower guys, and it wasn't a bad encounter, but my God, I do not like those guys. Also, they kind of incorporate, which I thought was cool, multiplayer aspects into the campaign, which I haven't played a Battlefield campaign in so long. I'm sure that's pretty normal, but it was kind of cool to see capturing an objective.
It was an artillery gun that was shelling us and Mateo's unit. I had to destroy it.
And he was still heading to the fort?
Right. I had to make sure he got there.
Next, we're running up to go take out this artillery. And you can see some stellar grenade throwing by Luca. Not gonna say he's the best, but he's fully armored. Also, fuck that guy. Finally, we get to the artillery. We're taking out these guys. And I'm just really giving it my all. And then I get distracted. So we come back to this open crate. And the game also has some fun collectibles. So we hightail it out of here. Pull the explosive. And boom. Take out the artillery.
That explosion was one of the sweetest sights of the war for me. But there was no rest. I could see an anti-aircraft gun over the next ridge that was taking out our planes. And that was my next target.
We're going back up the Alps because we got to take out an anti-aircraft gun. Roll up on a bunch of guys. Don't worry, I took care of them with excellent gun skill. I mean, Luca took care of them with that horrible gun skill, as you can see.
I take down the last man, but then I hear a noise that I will never forget.
You can't blame me for the bad gun skill. This is Luca's story. This is all on him.
It's an entire enemy bomber squadron.
Also, this next part is also all on him. Because I die. And then I die. And then I just proceed to die for way longer than I think was necessary. Until I finally understood the game mechanics. Not gonna lie, my settings might not have been the best. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Were you still safe behind your armor?
Of course, of course. Nothing could dent it. But then the planes veered away.
Oh no, but that's coming for us. My God, this man's luck. But yet, he survives. And he was literally just sitting there talking about how great this armor was. It doesn't even look that bad, and he's just chucking it away.
When I got up, I thought I had died and gone to hell.
Oh God, Mateo.
I had to find him. So I went down into that hell. It was my only choice.
And again, I proceed to die. So moving on, we're pretty much having to charge this fort where I guess he believes his brother might be. We really got to get to Mateo.
Every part of me wanted to get out of the trenches, but I could hear Italian yelling. I knew my friends were trapped. Everywhere I looked, too late. I felt alone among ghosts. After a while, I couldn't even look at the bodies. We had to have made it to the fort.
These flamethrower guys have become the bane of my existence. I don't know if they get worse later on in the story, but God bless. Anyways, I try to change it up with a bayonet charge, and I epically fail, and this man just disappears out of the ether. EA, that's some incredible gameplay as the man bayonets me, not even holding onto the rifle after a man just disappears. And then I get Houdini bayoneted. It's amazing.
By circling around the back.
But then I come back with a pretty cool knife kill.
It was impossible.
I finally made it in the bunker, and look who the hell shows up. Mr. Flamethrower, being an asshole. My aim's Luca's aim is horrible. So he's not even hitting this guy, and then boom, he dies. So again, try my bayonet charge, epically fail. Get a good knife kill in that one. Oh look, no way, look who shows up. And again, Luca sucks, so he's not hitting this guy And also, I mentioned earlier, not good with the grenades. So we try to run away from him. We're getting there, and oh my. Didn't even see it coming. Had no idea. So finally, I hunt this mug down before we go into the bunker. And I get my sweet revenge. I mean, Luca gets his sweet revenge. Finally, we get through the bunker, because I went through it so many times, I knew where everyone was. And we make it to the top, to where Luca proceeds to die over and over again. At this point, I just might as well install a death counter. I don't know why. I just kept dying. It's not even on the hardest mode. It's crazy. My aim is not there.
I still think about that field. Every day.
So now we get into the emotional part where he's looking for his brother.
I'd almost stopped looking. Started giving in to the hope that Matteo had escaped. And then...
No! No!
So we finally find Matteo. And I wish there was more time we could have spent with the characters to make it more impactful. You can still tell it's a very emotional scene, connecting with that character and getting into his mindset. So I will say the first mission was definitely a success.
he never got older. And here I am, still. Buon compleanno, Matteo.
Guys, that wraps up the first mission for Battlefield 1's campaign. I really enjoyed making this video, but my initial idea was to make a whole video about the whole campaign. But I kind of like getting a little bit more intricate in each mission. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see in the comments, and I appreciate y'all for checking this video out. We'll see y'all in the next one.